Come here. Hello, everyone. Okay, this is about awareness again. One is for, suicide, and the other one is bullying. And the other one is what do you call it? How could I put it? Shootings in schools and wherever. Okay, I spoke about this before, and others. Now, excuse how I'm going to put this. Bloody hell. Okay? I'm trying. I was, getting ready to do a few things, and I don't know. I was told to go. They kept saying awareness and shootings, and then they said suicide, and I heard school. So I was trying to catch up. On a few things, see if I got any notifications on anything. Which I didn't see any, this is another video. I don't know why I'm not getting, some notifications that I should be. And I checked to see if it was off, but no, it wasn't. But anyway, let's get back to... Anyway, I saw a few things. And I saw 10 in a row, one after another, of all kinds. And the others in between that were popping up were, I don't know, how people drive, either drunk or, just reckless. There was a big, gigantic, car crash. And I don't know where it was, because it was a brief thing. And they kept saying, click here for the full story. Well, there's no full story. Yeah, I think I saw 10. Ranges of, 12-year-olds with suicide, or, children bullying. School in some states just started. Others, they, start, I guess, towards the end of, last month. Or something like that. Either way, school just started. And there's like news. The shootings on, I think, a couple of them. The parent or somebody gave a child the weapon. I guess as a gift. I don't know. But like I said, it says get the full story. When you click on it, nothing's there. That's one. A 12-year-old. What really stuck out was suicide, because she got the person got bullied. And one of the teachers happened to say it or whatever, yelled at the kids, but they went back and did something. And the child passed away. Another one was somebody, I guess had an argument or something with each other, and they happened to see each other, and the person, they started having words with each other. The one, just slapped the other person. But that person had a weapon and stabbed them. And that one passed away. What the frig? Okay. Something has to, stop here. And we all know. We all need to, stop our children from repeating things. Now, with the one who got slapped and, the other one, whatever. Now, thing is, with that, you only got slapped, okay? And apparently, I read a few comments, said that that person said, well, I did it to defend myself. You know what? I am sick and tired. There's one thing, and everybody knows the difference of defending yourself, okay? Now, you only got friggin' slapped, okay? It stings, okay? It just stings. But it will go away. Okay? First of all, you shouldn't have been fighting like that in the first place. If you guys were mad at each other, you should have walked away or went down different, whatever. It was like a store or something. Different aisles or whatever. You should have stayed away from each other. See, that will go away. A death won't. So now you're in prison or jail, whatever. You see the difference? It's not a game. It's not, I don't know, a star on your list or whatever you want to, how you want to say it, of, oh, how many can we do or get? This way, their parents or friends or loved ones, whatever, are grieving. And, whoever did it, well, please, whatever that is, to get lesser charge or whatever. And I plead, oh, it's in self-defense. Really? And what about the shootings? That started already? What are kids learning today? And school just started. Is it, oh, I don't know, because a lot of people are speaking about it, that, oh, that sounds good. Let's go do it. This way we can irk all those people who are talking about it. But who's talking about it? Is it like, oh, I don't know, an anniversary of what happened? That's their way of grieving and honoring their child or friend or whoever, and to spread the awareness, not to can make it continue to, happen. They're trying to save, all these children also, to be aware, not to continue of all these ones, I mean, how about, having all in one, either an officer or whoever that knows about it, and have some parents who did, whatever, teach them, maybe like, after school or something like that, have a class or a night class, or, early enough, this way children can go to bed, for, for school, teach these kids they need to stop. And have one for their parent, giving their children weapons at a young age, and not telling them, I don't know. I'm just saying, some don't. Oh, yeah, sure. Now we can go hunting or whatever. Give a child that. Okay, with everything going on, that you're going to trust your child. Do they know the word no? Or do you know, do you know if they, bully anybody and you're giving your child a weapon? I put up, what was it? I put up on, what was it? Community, that I want to send lots of love and hugs and encouragement, that, you start speaking more positivity I'll just read the whole thing. I mean, if you want to look at it, it's on the community, but I put up, morning everyone, hope all is well. Today, you see this, have a lovely day. You have a chance today to take on another accomplishment, to make a difference, make it better, have confidence, no excuses. Are you ready to be you? Are you ready to learn more of yourself that you forgot? Are you ready to heal? Let go of trauma from the past, keeping the person you are supposed to be. Are you ready to start a new beginning or beginnings? To help others what you didn't think you had or asked for. Thank God you got that chance today and every day. I know someone needed to hear that. And you are all winners. Listen to you speaking that positivity you are ignoring, or you can't hear, because you pushed the real you, the true you, all the way in the back, who is speaking the truth to you. And that person that you pushed all the way back is you. Your inner self, your higher self, your just you. And if you say to yourself, it's going to be hard, don't think about it. It's don't think about it's going to be hard to do. That's why it is. You're thinking You're thinking it and not listening to that self. Trying to give you encouragement. Say, hey, I'm here. We need to push me through all the lies, all the self-doubt, all, who bullied us, younger, who didn't love us, who didn't that. You need to push yourself from all the way in the back. You need to push through and have that confidence. Where each day you will get stronger. Each criticism will not bother you. Someone tries to bully you, either walk away or figure out what to say to make them walk away. But the thing, how you make them walk away, is have what they don't want to hear, what they've been given to you. Because whoever bullies is going through the same thing. Tell them to go get help. We can't let this go on. People need to get, or children need to get into their place. All this needs to stop. Because I don't know how many things that I put up where it's all getting out of hand. And it's all getting out of hand on purpose. To make sure people are distracted. We can't have that. And it's not going to happen. And if you're having problems of your children or whoever, I mean, like I said, these children are doing what adults do. And, it's like the one, how would a 12-year-old know? Oh, it's self-defense or whatever. The other one, well, I could see, 17. But still, You know, like the older ones, I mean, 17 and whatever. It's like children are growing up too fast. So I guess, we have to start, oh, I don't know, telling our children like they're just first learning, or speaking to them like an adult. I don't know. I mean, I know what I teach mine, but, I can't tell every parent what to do because everybody has their own way. I mean, some, it might work for somebody, it might not. You have to find your way of telling adults and children. I mean, you could really scare them. Say, hey, you do wrong, take them to a jail. Let them sit in there for a while. And say that's what it would be like if you do something, you kill somebody or, whatever. But that's only for like a few minutes or whatever, or an hour. But you do something illegally or you harm somebody, that's life. You'll be sitting in there. And I mean, I mentioned about security, up in and all that, and I know it was on the news or whatever. Some schools did get all that, and and parents are volunteering if they're off work or whatever. Checking the school. All the kids, all the kids going in. And I happened to see it because of, people, taking the video and putting it up saying, oh, this parent, volunteered and they're checking everything, you know. Somebody should be like the teachers or whoever that, lets the children in. This was when school just first start, as you walk in, that early in the morning. These kids bullied that person, 12-year-old. But nobody was out there. And I'm assuming that, the child mentioned it, that they were getting bullied. I mean, mean, it's not only in the schools and stuff like that. I also heard that, you know, after the person got, I mean, after the person passed away, all these ones, you know, for at the school, you know, bullied them, didn't care, you know, weren't really friends with them, you know, were online saying how much they'll miss that person. Well, you didn't miss them while they were alive. I'm talking about the ones who were bullying that person. I mean, it's nice that, you know, the other children, you know, said it. I'm not saying, you know, you get what I mean. This all needs to stop. Even the bullying online. You know. Now, what happens if somebody was doing it to you? Okay? You know. I had it done. One told me to, you know, blank myself. And that was not that long ago. You know. And after that, they said, you know, that I was going to be going to, you know, HELL. I just bluntly said, well, I was there. They told me to come back and said, you keep this up, you'll be there. They're waiting. But really, put it the other way around. You know, how would you like it? All this needs to stop. And again, we also need to make sure what these kids are on. Listening to, you know, what their friends are saying and stuff like that. To keep track. And let everybody know, I guess. We need to put a stop to it somehow. Again, it's not only with our children. We need to stop you know. But again, how's this making the world better? How's, our children for, the near future or the future, as they grow, they grow up so fast also. So if we don't start now, and our children and, well, adults are doing all this, how's our children going to learn how to make the world better if someone doesn't start somewhere first? And like I said in my other videos, we should have been way better in 2024. I'm not going to use the word change, okay? How about grow? We all want to grow. For different things. And build. We need to, we learn every day, whether you know it or not. And we see, like if we walk to, work, or if we just take walks, we could see how everybody's living. And we can see other things. I mean, I'm not there, so I can't tell you what you see. Going for your walks and, going to the park, or just as you're driving, you can see what needs to be, done. That's why I said you should have a meeting in your community, your town, whatever you want to call it. Everybody comes with ideas. Like I said, you might have the same idea. And then you form little groups. Each one takes an idea. Or, a few. This way, if it's a long list. I don't know how many's in your town. You know how to do all that. Split it and all that other happy horse crap math. This way you could make it better. Have something, along with fun and educational for our children, where they'll learn, well, this could happen if you do this, and if you do that, etc., etc. You get my meaning. You get what I'm saying. See, it's not only with, just books and, essays and all that, blah, 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 everything that you learn in, school. If you have health in school, they should also be, talking about mental health, whatever health, etc. We need to leave the past in the past. We need to start, how could I say it? Encouraging ourselves. Because, in the past, most of the time, we didn't get that. We got, bullied, abused, etc., etc., etc. And because of all that, everyone thought, well, to make myself better, I'll just, do it to others. Where it got to the point where more than what we, thought would do the same thing. So where does that leave us today? Repeating. So while we get together, make it better for the whole world, we encourage ourselves every morning that God gives us a chance. And, like I said, we help each other, say hi to somebody. And if you're at that point where you can just go up to somebody and hug, ask first, because a lot of people don't. Hug somebody. And the ones that don't like to get hugged or whatever, and if somebody comes up to you and tries to cheer you to help yourself, say, try it out. Say, hey, thank you. Can I have a hug? And encourage people. It's like everyone matters. Everyone's worth it. You know, but every day when you wake up, as you're getting ready, people will always say, oh, why don't you psych yourself, up, or whatever how they say it. Say, oh, I'm going to do great today. I'm going to, I will, whatever, today. That I didn't have the courage to do the day before. The more you put in that you're worth it, you're great, you'll, amount to something, more courage you will get, and more your brain, will get all that, fog and negativity out of your head, and yourself will be pushing through to the front where it should be, and it will shield the negativity from your mind that only you can control. So every day you do that to yourself. You know what to say to yourself that's positive, stuff that you love or whatever. Or take that drama or whatever you're holding on to from the past, what others did to you, change it. If they said that you're ugly, no one's ugly. You say, I am beautiful, or gorgeous, or handsome. And you will move closer and closer. So whatever you're holding on to, do the opposite. Like I said, but the thing is, if you know what you're holding on to, you have to tell yourself, do you want to stay there? No. So don't let your fear keep you there. All the ones that bullied you or whatever happened, I don't know everybody's trauma or whatever they're not letting go. That's what they all want. You know, they want you to stay, oh, I don't know, not to move on, you know, of what you love to do, make things better, because they think if we all start making things better, that they'll be left out. I mean, if they continue their BS, well, you know, they are a little bit worse than all of us, as in they did too much of what they did to others. So that's why I think, you know, they don't want to do that alone, so they want everyone else to stay. I hope that made sense, because now that I'm thinking what I said, but I think it did. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, it is going to be hard. But if you keep thinking that it's going to be hard, that you cannot do it, then you're not listening to yourself, who is telling you the truth. Okay? Because of everything that you took in and held it. You know, and you didn't tell anybody. You didn't speak up. You didn't, you know, you were ashamed. You know, which made you shy, and you didn't want to, you know, say anything. That can hurt you, of holding everything in, not releasing it out to get rid of it, where it won't affect you anymore. That's why I said you have to, you know, go all the way into your inner self and bring out the child and yourself, and get yourself from all the way in the back. This way you can start doing things and seeing things more clearly. And as you do that, you know, encourage yourself every morning, little by little, start doing things, you know, to help build up, you know, your community. And more you start, more you'll learn. With some, don't know what love feels like, you know, or hugs, you know. Start doing all that, and you'll get that feeling back. That little child will help you remember before it stopped. And I don't mean to trigger anybody. It took me a while that, for me to help others. Way before I did all, on here. And, I had to make sure that when I spoke about everything that I speak about, that I do not get triggered. I turned it around. When I speak about something, of, how many lives are being saved, how many people am I helping? And that there's more resources and private, I guess it's hotlines. I don't know, where you can speak to somebody I didn't have any of that. Not like it is today. So when, somebody just wants to talk to you, and it just happened to be, something that you're going through, okay, don't have an argument, or don't, dislike the person, or get revenge with a person because they happen to bring up something that, I don't know, triggered you or whatever. If they were saying things, about bullying or whatever, well, maybe you have to ask. Maybe you happen to be there and, I don't know, you said hi, but they were so into their head where they just started blurting things because that very second, the very moment, somehow you got in to make them feel comfortable. And they needed to speak to somebody. It's not their fault that they happened to bring up something You, I mean, this is a bad choice of a word. I mean, both of you can compare your both situation if it was different, and then figure out, okay, what should we do to not, hold on to it. You get what I mean? Now we need, what I said in the beginning, we need to stop all this. School just started. And, we need to stop it before it becomes a trend. Like, I think last year, and the year before, and the year before. What about the suicide? Same thing. The year before, the year before. And it's getting younger and younger. The shootings. I think I just brought that up. Sorry. You get what I mean. We need to put a stop to it. And we have to have faith and know that they are with us. That they are trying to tell us. We need to put a stop to it. And we need to get out of our heads and push ourselves through to the front, not all the way in the back. We have to get all the cobwebs, all the confusion out of us, all the negativity words that were spoken to us. All the, I said lies, all the, I don't know. We need the truth to come forward. You know the difference. What are all the things that you wanted to achieve? Do one day at a time. Which one you want to do? Doesn't matter. If your children get mad at you, ask them every day after school. How was your day? Anything going on? And if they get mad, you know something's going on because they don't want to tell you. And you need to get to the bottom of it. before it starts into something. You know, and there can't be any more, you know, if, you know, you bring it up to the school, parents get together, you know what, enough with the, you know, oh, my child won't do that, blah, 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 you know. We need to put a stop to that too. Especially if you know that your your child or children or whatever does stuff like that. We need, you know, no more, oh, you know, they might get expelled or this or that or whatever. I mean, or, you know, but most of the time it's like a slap on, you know, on the wrist or hand. No. Some schools, especially if, you know, young age, but ninth grade or whatever, they're in sports or they're in whatever, but they can't get punished or they can't get suspended or they can't get whatever. They just get a slap on the wrist because they need to do their sports. Well, then they shouldn't have done anything. Or, you know, maybe if more got punished, and, you know, they couldn't do their sport, then maybe, you know, ones that, you know, flip it off and, oh, they're just children, or they're this or that, maybe they'll start paying attention more. I'm not saying it's all. I mean, you know, they need to do their homework, of course. But, you know, they love talking to their friends. Well, that gets taken away for, I don't know, whatever, how many days or whatever. They need to learn. And all parents should also say, you know, ones who are supposed to be friends and just sees it and don't say anything, those friends need to make sure that they say something before it gets out of hand. This is where speaking up comes. You know, you can put, you do not, you know, have fear of, you know, helping somebody, that you need to start speaking up. And more closer to the front you will become. See, that's what they wanted to do. Put fear of not speaking up, telling the truth. I mean, But anyway, remember, it's awareness for suicide and the other stuff. That's why I made this video. So I hope this helps. And everyone starts speaking about it to get it out there. And, I don't know how to. I got it set up where it's, 18 and above. I'm not messing with it. So, make sure your kids sees what's happening. This happened, I mean, like I said, there's too much anger and hatred. That's why I said you need to get all the clutter out of your mind of all the negativity or whatever. Because you can't see clearly. And it's building up and building up because you never spoke about it or, whatever. And it's building up and it is bringing out the anger. And we can't have that happen. Because when that does, who is always, the one or ones gets the effect of that anger. Because it's starting, it came out because you held it in too long. It's either, children, the wives, husbands, or boyfriend or girlfriend, our children, which, all these children held it in. So now they're taking it out on classmates and etc. And with, the grudges and, everything with, oh, I'm going to take that man or this or all that, and kids are doing it. That's my boyfriend or girlfriend. And then, they go, whoever is involved or whatever, got lied to and said, oh yeah, I saw your boyfriend with this one. Whatever. I mean, it could have been, they were asked, oh, how's so-and-so? Or whatever. Or they could be family. And people, have to lie and say. I mean, it's one thing, I saw somebody I knew or whatever cheating or whatever, yeah, I'm going to go and tell them. Because people shouldn't. But the thing is, that person is, you find out. You don't take somebody's word because of people like to lie and start drama. And then they take revenge. Like I said, it starts, probably started before. And it just keeps going. But like I said, you need to get all that, what you're holding, and release it and push forward yourself, who tells the truth. And when you hear something, just say, okay, whatever. And then you go find out what the truth is. One stone, I'm not saying everybody, but you get the pattern. People are, writing online or telling people, oh yeah, they're cheating. Oh, that one. Oh yeah, I'm going to do it. You get what I mean. To break people up. Because they probably went through it. Or whatever. Plus, if a person is that easy to get convinced or swayed towards another person, you weren't meant for each other. See, back then, people had to stay with each other. And if whoever cheated or whatever, it started to go down the line as it's normal. No. No one should cheat on anybody. But I'm not going to get into that. But, that came up because same patterns. So you all get what I mean. And I do hope this helps. And sending lots of love, light, peace, and positive thoughts. Ciao.